And then Angelic, I'll answer your question in after this is done. Okay, so here's our first look at Group 2. This is TSUN and DSNF, and we are in the second day of the Enterprise Tournament. This should feel like a more of a standard battle compared to what you guys were watching earlier. All right, so DSNF has a Marceau. Oh, that's right. I wanted to move this over to here for the people watching vertically. So let me get that done real quickie. Like that should be good. Okay, so they got a Marceau and a Gdansk, as well as a Gearing. Kind of an interesting lineup for that Gearing. You'll note that he does not have unique upgrades. That's not a COTS build Gearing. We got a unique Moskva, a reload Moskva, a reload Des Moines, a Bungo, and a Napoli with your typical secondaries, and there's Classical in the Colombo. While we were talking, DSNF asked if they could bring in another player from ETA because their third person was running late, and it looks like the answer was sure. So what do we have to the south?
For TSUN, we have a chain-smoking Gumo, a Ledge Mod Moskva, a Reload Des Moines. Oh, he's not running spotter plane. What a jerk. We have a Gdansk doing Gdansk things in the middle. We have an Ohio secondaries with American accuracy, a Colombo, unique great shock there. Reload Moskva just pops radar. Another Gdansk and a Canapoli.
Canapoli?
Hell,
It's also secondaries.
Gdansk lose? Well, I mean, how else you set up a Napoli? Oh, Gdansk got a torpedo tube incapacitated, so that will have to start the reload process all over.
Yeah, I mean, the bigger thing is he's deep in this radar. And, I mean, it's Moss for radar. It lasts pretty long.
Right. Good thing they can hit their shots.
Mm-hmm.
Might make it easier when he beaches, but he will go dark.
Yep. And pull over for some
got a butt
Starbucks.
fire?
He does have a butt fire.
He pulled over for the fire department.
Ah,
They're on.
okay.
They're on the way.
They're on the way. They'll be there in about 10 seconds.
Well, there goes the first smoke snail death train for 3X.
Yep, for Exile B, we've got the Gearing Des Moines taking place over there on the end.
Over at A, we have such great excitement of really nothing.
Yep. Well, you know, things might happen soon. Like a torpedo hitting a Moskva.
Maybe.
Yeah, Squarius were being reminded he has Hydro. But, nah, he doesn't need to use him. Speaking of being reminded you've got Hydro. Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
Oh.
This Moskva has defensive anti-air fire. Oof.
Wait, what?
RA. XLB's Moskva. Oof.
Well, I mean, thank God for all skill, no luck.
Meanwhile, Aegis Wings in the Colombo got beat back pretty hard. Must have gotten bungoed.
Well, they were trying to cap C, then Gdansk pops radar. Pretty sure that Des Moines going to start shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, counter radared.
Gdansk radar doesn't last that long, though. So, you know, just one salvo is about it. The big thing, though...
I'm surprised he just didn't sit at C and kind of tried to reverse dodge.
The big thing, though, is that the Moskva, Mac Matty, has radar available, and he knows that the Gdansk is in radar range. I think they're too busy looking at Ares Moskva, though.
it could be one of those who actually has the shot, so why waste the radar?
Right. Oh,
Now
Gearing
with
takes a
both,
torpedo.
that's not good.
Mm-mm.
But with both Gdansk using the radars, the Wiki 5 going into sea, we'll know exactly when the enemy Gdansk's radar is going to be back up.
Yep. Meanwhile, we
Cool.
just saw the Bungo get sapped by the Colombo for some payback from Aegis. And then back over on the one line, we have, well, another death snail.
You know, I'm kind of surprised that Des Moines over there isn't running its hydro.
Two
But
case,
why are you
yeah.
shooting AP at a bow in Moskva at range? And why are you sailing out of your smoke?
You talking about the Colombo?
No, the Des Moines over on the A line.
Oh,
Colombo doesn't sail out of his smoke. His smoke just leaves.
no. Ironically enough, that panic is going to force him into 2 torpedoes as he loses his engine as well. He has not DCP'd. There it is.
The Des Moines on the one line is limping away, very, very hurt.
Yep. He is in trouble.
That's the problem with not paying attention to where you're sailing in the smoke death trail.
Yep, yep.
As Bravo team is now capping bacon. Thank God they got chocolate, bacon. Now they're getting apples.
And you have to remember, as Radar's going to pick up the Des Moines in a second, there's First Blood. You have to remember that these are teams of 3 working with other teams of 3. So the communication, the working together, it's going to be very difficult. You'll see it's a TSUN Haragumo and a SEC Des Moines. So,
Well, with all that going on, Gdansk from Wookiee 5 manages to cap C.
mm-hmm.
The Des Moines did end up dying.
This is one of the things I like about this tournament, though, is because of the fact that it forces a lot of teams to, you know, they gotta figure out how to coordinate and work together, and they have to do it quickly because they only formed together on Friday. Now, in theory, that's why we didn't have the tournament yesterday, was so that they could get some practice rounds in. We'll see if that happened or not.
Well, I find it weird that TSUN is leaving this Haragumo over at A to still try to get it instead of realizing you're kind of outnumbered.
Yes.
Right? Like, you knew there were 2 Moskvas that could potentially get, you know, radar over A. You have 2 caps. Why sacrifice another ship? You know, get him out of there. Preserve his HP. You know, you have 1 Moskva low. You have 2 caps.
Well, and I think this comes down again to that, you know, the difficulty in trying to coordinate. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a whole lot of chatter going on with whoever's calling for the team, and this dude just sat there because he didn't know what else to do. You know? They're trying to figure out the situation for other stuff, and then finally they tell him, okay, now you go do this. But you know how crucial a few seconds can be in this game.
Oh, definitely.
Well, Gumo got himself detected for a sec, but I do like how he went ahead and used his torpedoes. I'm surprised he didn't use his reload booster to get more torpedoes out. Because, you know, he might be dead soon.
Well, I think that was more of a survival thing than, oh, let me make sure I get my torpedoes off. I need to survive. I mean, because he's living on, and, you know, like the Ohio is, well, not going to be living for much longer.
No. Rubber Duck on Acid. Great name.
Right, so TSUN is now moving over to Gdansk, over to Apples. Gering looks like it's backing up in the sea. Oh, there goes the Ohio.
I don't know that I like this idea of putting Clefender here because you literally just got spotted. You literally just said, all right, here's another target for you all to shoot at. And he does that within the Moskva's radar range. So, okay, cool. I'll just pop my radar and win.
Like, that's one of those situations, I don't care how much team chemistry you have or don't have. Like, you know where the Moskva is at, so why are you wasting your smoke knowing it's just going to get radared? And your smoke's not going to last long enough to save you or somebody else.
Right, exactly.
Now, I will say this. The gearing goes down over at C. Do you pull the Gdansk off of C and set up for the double push onto Bacon?
It looks like that's what they're doing.
You
know, with the loss of that...
It's literally only time before the D-Squarius goes down.
Yeah, with the loss of the gearing to the north, that does give them quite a bit of flexibility. So, yes, DSquarius is going to be forced here to just basically bow tank as much as he can on the Moskva. And you're right, he's going to go down at some point. So the big question is, what is the enemy team going to do now that they have everything? Are they going to work their way into the Thunderdome, or are they going to come around the south? And Mank Matty is in a... I don't know why he's still here, because now he's getting farmed out by 2 ships in the Thunderdome.
Well, it's kind of like, you know, either he should have moved up or reversed.
Or back.
Way sooner, but he's going to go down, and you're not going to get a trade for him.
No. Now, just like I was mentioning before with the destroyer, with the Gdansk, now Aegis Wings appears on the firing line. The only difference is he's got sap, and he sees something to shoot.
Well, Colombo's trying to take out the Marceau.
Yep, and I'm watching DSquarius in the backfield there, background being farmed again. Will this get a kill? No. Cloak and Dagger goes dark just before Aegis's reload finishes. Very, very good play there by the Marceau. DSquarius goes down. And that will pretty much do it for this game.
I mean, the only way this changes quickly is if they can manage to kill a Des Moines and Bungo in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Aegis makes Inky. He's going to try to use that to relocate. Bungo is quite low.
Yeah, but the problem turns into you still have to kill the Des Moines because you cannot just leave.
Correct.
And while all that's going on, they're going to easily flip B.
So killing the Bungo is going to be a time extension, which is actually really huge for TSUN. They need the time to, I don't know, try to recover.
Well, I mean, it's going to be difficult considering they have a max of 84k HP, and I'm pretty sure most of that is in the Napoli, maybe? Yeah, just by 7,000. Like, ooh.
Well, that might change in a sec here with this shot. Nice hit. Nice hit. Not enough, but nice hit nonetheless.
Well, maybe if he hits a couple torpedoes, that would be enough. There's 1, there's 2. Maybe 2.
And there's the DCP. So he's healing now. He'll be okay.
Oh, Bungo pulled off a heal. That's going to hurt.
Yes, he did.
Aegis taking a lot of fire from Yas. Des Moines on fire.
Yeah, he's got a sticky fire. I see that now.
Colombo shots out on the Bungo. I don't think that's going to be enough. Nope.
Oh, close.
Oh, Colombo on
Very
Colombo
close.
action.
Well, the Gdansk is going to probably kill Stormgren.
eventually.
That fire actually burned out. That's interesting. So he's got a DCP in 10 seconds. There it is. Okay, now, Bungo shot. So if you're Gdansk, turn and make for the Bungo, I guess?
Or Colombo, or the Napoli, or the Moscow. You have a lot of options on who you want to try to go toward. Like, that's the only
There's a lot
good
of
thing about
choices.
being the only DD with a lot of enemy ships. The bad
Mm-hmm.
thing is, you're the only DD versus a lot of ships.
Yeah. Bungo will get his last heal up in 5 seconds. So that opportunity is gone.
I think that same trailed when they had him down to 800.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now we
Nope.
got Napoli on Napoli option.
Yeah, the thing is, Vexus has no more smokes available. So this will be it. DSNF will win game 1.
As Gdansk stopped in smoke, realizing Moscow's radar reaches him.
Yes. Well, at least they'll die together.
Well, I mean, first Moscow has to actually hit his shots. Gdansk's doing a nice job. Well, was doing a nice job of dodging. Well, they
Will the
can sure
Colombo die too?
lifeboats.
No.
No, Colombo won't die. Colombo
Sag.
wins.
Colombo wins, indeed. All right. Let's go back to... Yes. All right. You know what? I forgot to reinstall
Roger,
as
phone.
lanes.
Oh. Why, did
No,
something
'cause
get updated?
no, you were talking about the hit point pool. And remember last time I didn't have that mod and I forgot to install it. So let me see if I can get that installed right now.
Well, apparently Cypher doesn't like my response to why you're running the Amaranth tags
Why?
for the clicks.
No, I know. Why does he not like it?
I don't know. He just laughed at it.
Oh.
Like that's the reason.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely is. And it actually works. I learned that trick from, I think, Zelda.
Where I learned it from. I mean, I don't
All
do it
right.
because I'm lazy to type in more tags. Like, ugh.
So where is... Team HP. That's it. Okay. Game is running, so we'll see if I can... Because sometimes the mods, like the game assets, load specifically with the battle. So I think I can just install it and leave it and be done. We'll see. Okay, now actually, now that I think about it, I need to do my instructions remover as well. Mod. I have to put that one in manually, so I'm going to be right back. I'll let them know. Okay. Let me get a commercial break going as well. And there we go. Hello, Cosmos, Tarot, Weekend Warrior. Good to see y'all. Real Durance. Real Durance was asking, what does the end game look like for this? So we're just doing this for right now, and this is seeding for the knockout, and then we'll have your more traditional bracket that you would expect to see. This will be next weekend on Friday and Saturday.
What was the question again?
He's asking what the end game was going to be like. I think he's trying to say like what's this going to look like at the end, you know? Okay.
To win? Like that's
in.
the end game? Ironically, as simple and stupid as that is, just to win.
Let's see, bin there. Okay, cool. That should now be installed. I hope. We'll find out.
these tournaments actually do mean something for COTS, like ironically, too, don't they?
Participation, yes. Participation in wargaming sanctioned tournaments does help in terms of getting involved in the international form of King of the Sea. So, yeah, to be quite honest, it's also nice to get into tournaments like these too because they're generally more relaxed and you can just have fun. I don't understand how you have winner bracket quarterfinals. Well, here, let me translate this to English. That might help. Okay. So they have a losers bracket, but it's in here as winners bracket. That's totally not confusing at all. Okie dokie. I'm getting back into the game. Ta-da! TSUN's on the left this time, so I can do standard spawn. Yay, that's exciting. So the story about Amaranth is, yes, I put it as a tag for the clicks. It might sound silly, but as streamers, we can go and we can look at analytics about what tags are working for you and stuff. And well, I might get 1 or 2 clicks for saying something like I don't know, educational or whatever. That the lion's share of clicks comes because of Amaranth as a tag. So use that as you will.
Just, I just find it funny because, like, I know, like, Zelda uses it, and you two are probably not the only two who have figured this out. I mean, let's just face facts. Like, if one person thought of it, multiple people has. But I just find it weird that, like, somebody types in, "Oh, I want to go watch Amaranth." No, let me go watch this Lord Zath guy, which is completely not even remotely close to Amaranth.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, at least, ironically, Zelda can go, "Well, at least I'm a girl." But it's like there are other guys doing it too, and it's like, like I just find that weird about people. Like, yeah, no, I wanted to go watch this hot tub streamer, but instead I'll watch this guy playing a game I don't even play.
Right. But hey, that game looks kind of cool, so I'll stick around. See,
Maybe.
that's how it works. I actually met Amaranth in real life, so
I'm sorry.
I can at least say that. And no, it was not in a hot tub.
Was it in a ball pit? Oh wait, no, those things got banned.
The foam pit. Yes, I met Amaranth in the foam pit. There you go. No,
Was it a foam pit? Like, I mean, I know I keep calling it a ball pit, but was it an actual foam pit? Like, huge difference there.
I mean, well, yes and no, because it was foam. People thought it was soft and safe, and at least one person found out the hard way it was not. There was no foam pit at the more recent TwitchCon, that's for sure.
Wait a minute. So what you're saying is they take this pit, or they build this pit on a concrete floor, and then fill it up with chunks of foam that can easily be moved if somebody jumps into it. So instead of hitting all this nice soft foam, you're hitting concrete. Huh. And think about it. I didn't even jump into this pit knowing the foam's going to move because it's not one solid piece.
So, stuff happens. It's unfortunate. But so I met her at that TwitchCon. I was like literally, I was walking right alongside the Stream Elements booth, and at that TwitchCon they had a 2-story booth. So I'm walking along the booth, and then literally coming down the stairs right in front of me is Amaranth, and I'm just like, holy hell, like that's kind of cool. Like I never thought I'd run into her, because usually they have people like her sequestered, and then like they have like meet and greet times, and you can go and stand in line to meet whoever. And so I just saw her, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna ask her for a picture. So I said, hey, Amaranth, can I get a quick picture with you? And she's like, okay. It was really nice of her, you know. She could have just said no, you know, and off she goes. And she had a security detail with her and everything. And so I took the picture with her, and I sent it to my wife, and she says, "You look good." She had no idea who Amaranth was.
Thank God.
So I got home, and I said, "Hey, you know that person I sent you the picture with?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You don't know who that is, huh?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "Oh, well, let me show you." And she just happened to be streaming with over 1,000 viewers, one of her hot tub content streams. So pop that over, and she's like, "You were next to her?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "That's not okay." I'm like, "What do you mean it's not okay?" It was really funny.
I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, all these stars, they're just freaking people on top of it. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's nice that she took pictures, but let's face facts. She's not an idiot.
No.
Like, if you don't have a valid excuse for not to take a picture with somebody, just take the picture, right? Like, she knows the game. Yeah, sure, no problem. Like, I don't have, I'm not in a hurry to be somewhere. Like, and even
Yeah.
if you are, like, most of the decent people will be like, sure, but I do need to be somewhere. So, like, unfortunately, it's going to be a picture and I got to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they're not stupid because, you know, like, word gets out about you being an a-hole to people. And ironically, people don't like that, including the a-holes. Like, how dare you? We put you on this pedestal and you're not allowed to be an a-hole. Only I am, because you're on this pedestal. And six facts, she's on that pedestal. Even with all the crazy drama behind her of, like, how much is for content and how much is not for content. Because, you know, it's all about the content, really.
Right.
I mean, like, I don't even watch Amaranth. I know who she is just because when you pop up a YouTube video, oh, Amaranth drama. For the 15th time this week, she's been banned from Twitch for 2 hours.
Right. Well, right after TwitchCon, and actually as I was showing her and stuff, you know, showing my wife, you know, her streams and stuff, that's when the whole thing blew up with her her husband or ex-husband now. I don't, whatever the case was, you know, about him being like super abusive to her and everything. So, you know, you felt bad, just like, you know, like you said, a person being treated terribly.
Ironically, my stance on that stuff is if the first place you take it is to social media, I have a tendency not to fully believe you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm going to give both parties the benefit of the doubt until it's been fully investigated. There have been too many people crying wolf when there was nothing around. Right? So that's a very serious allegation. So I'm a little bit more reserved when it comes to things like that, as we're about ready to drop, so we can drop the Amaranth chat.
Yeah, they were bringing up forfeit now in the chat because it took so long, and it's like, oh god, please just start the game. Fortunately, the head of the tournament, I believe, is the one that's running this, so he just said we're going.
Oh, nice. So we went straight to the top lawyer that makes the decisions and goes,
That's right.
We're going.
That's right. We skipped everything. Went right to the judge. Here we go.
So used to just waiting to let the game load me in. And that's green team. And there's my team, the red team.
There's your team, the red team. All right, so let's look at green. Green is TSUN, so they've got Z42. Harugumo with your chain smoking, right? Marceau, Gdansk with Jersey Mike as a captain. We got a standard Moskva reload, not unique upgrade. There's a unique upgrade. Des Moines D Square is saying, I would have survived last game if I just reversed faster. They've got a Napoli with range. Interesting. Aegis is in a St. Vincent now with the kind of play with matches build because he's got Furious. But don't play with it too much because he does have fire prevention. And Rubber Duck on Acid is in a unique upgrade Columbo.
So basically, he's got a safety lighter.
Yes.
All right.
Exactly.
For the red team, because I'm going to forget who the lead clan is, we have a Torp build gearing, Des Moines reload, a Bungo reload. Looks like they're heading to Apples, Moskva, Trump potentially going to be. Unfortunately, somebody forgot to tell Golden Lou Trump is not a Golden Lou.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Then going to chocolate, we've got the Marceau, Napoli, Colombo, and another Napoli. Are they allowed 2 Napolis?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think we saw 2 Napolis recently, but read the rules, Puddin'.
I can't read. That's how I got in
Now-
the SC program.
Trump, God damn it. Trump is well known for, it's this Dutch oven, the airstrike, which actually is a good counter, potentially, to the Z42 or 52 that you typically see going into the safe part of B with its hydro on to control the cap. So we should see planes being summoned forth from the heavens momentarily.
Well, while that was going on, Moskva lost about a quarter of its HP as he popped radar because, oh look, the strategy Zap was talking about is being implemented.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're gonna beach on this island? Here, let me just start dropping some Dutch ovens. Let me miss my
got
Dutch
it.
ovens.
Yeah. It's one of those things where on paper it makes sense, and you can see too. Look at where Onluwu is. He's literally right outside the radar or the hydro range for Clefender. He knows that hydro range. He knows it so well. He's gonna walk into it in a second.
Oh, that's going on. The Marceau is getting chocolate. For
Look at that.
Bravo gets reset.
Look at that. He's actually moving away at the exact same time. Clefender. Look at that. I mean that's wild.
Well, I mean, that's the nice thing about using those circles on your mini map. Like, you're gonna know exactly how far you are away from something or need to be away.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, you know, the Z's going in with Hydro. Like, the Z has to go in with his Hydro running.
Mm-hmm.
Right? What,
Desnell
the question
forming at the
now,
south.
I was gonna say the question is, does the Z stay in there knowing that there's a Trump Moskva here?
That's the hardest part. Is okay. Once I've got the cap, now what? Let's go take a look at the seaside for a sec. Some torpedoes coming in on Cloak and Dagger. They miss. Radar up by Manic Maddie's Gdansk. The thing about the Gdansk, I find, personal opinion, is the radar is fun, but all it does is get you shot at more. Because you radar something, you open up, and then you just take a buttload of damage. As this happened here. Look at all that damage he took.
Oh, what's he got? A broken engine, broken turret. And, like, what was the damage he gave? Like, I find it weird that, like, okay, I can see it at Gdansk. Right. You're going to want to go up against, like, the gearing, right? Something that typically will use its smoke or something. Well, once you know some Marceau over here, like, why do you even try to do that engagement?
I mean,
You know, to
good
me,
question.
it just doesn't make sense because you're never going to win that gunfight. Oof, Napoli.
it's Colombo.
Napoli versus Napoli action. Oh,
Yeah,
these
it
are
does-
bungo shots coming on Napoli.
Yeah, he
Okay,
turned.
we're still waiting. We're still waiting for it. Oh wait, I think I see a dead whale.
You know, they put all the dolphins and fish and stuff like that in the game. At some point, it'd be funny if they just started showing like dead things, you know, upside down on the surface floating around. These are all the animals you killed. Speaking of killing, Stormgren's in trouble in the Des Moines. He took a big hit from a St. Vincent earlier.
Trump finally got a semi-decent hit on the Z-42, but more importantly, the Des Moines dead.
I mean, you know, the thing is, like, if the 42 is going to stay there, then that's great for the Trump. He can just keep Dutch ovening it all he wants. Gearing's in big trouble now.
I wouldn't say big trouble. I would think of something stronger, like, yeah, you're not making it. Like everybody's shooting at him except St. Vincent because Bugsy put an island in his way.
I like how he popped a smoke just as he died. Oof. Huge kill for TSUN.
Leaving the Z on Bacon is smart because actually what it does is you leave the Moskva, like the Moskva has to stay there to radar for the Trump, right? As while the Marceau and Trump are just rushing the Z. You know.
Oh, look at that hit.
Oof. But I mean, by leaving the Z there, you are forcing the enemy to actually have to allocate things to its demise, which at this point was 2 ships for 1. And now realistically, you're bringing 3 over.
Yep.
Oof. While that was going on, Edda's Napoli just took a massive hit.
And Sex Napoli took even more.
Wow, it wasn't that much more. He was already low.
Oh, okay.
Well, now the Z's in trouble because there's Trump, there's Marceau, there's a Bungo.
Yeah, but the Z's got friends too. He's got his Marceau and Moscow friend, and that forces both the Marceau and Trump to go south of this island instead of north. Usually when you have somebody that's, you know, dug into an island, the way to undig them out is to have one go on either side. But plenty of firepower to the north says, nope, you can't take that route. Well, I do like this, though. Look at this. So, Cloak and Dagger keeping Clef Endy on proxy spot. Frankly, it would have been better going the other way, but that's okay.
It was just a matter of time before he died, because the Trump was actually starting to get his bomb drops in.
Yep.
Like that's... Like, there's the power of the Trump. Like, you don't need to split, per se, the island. You just have 2 ships ready to deal with him. Like, they don't need to be close. And you just keep dropping them.
Yeah, he needs to just keep spotted, that's all. So, radar up, looking
Bravo's
for...
Gonna flip Bacon.
No, maybe. Now they will. They couldn't get... Yeah. Just a second too late. But they're going to flip it, but he's going to flip his ship. I mean, come on. What are you going to do here in this Marceau with all this firepower coming in from the south? And your engines are out?
Right?
Yes.
So he can quickly turn some butter and make a baguette? Because that's about all you can do?
That's about it, yeah.
Well, Moskva radar's down. He's still alive. Fortunately for him, he's got a fire going to help the briquette cooking happen.
Yes, he's buffing his AR. And as you can see, he does have Honore as captain, so he gets extra AR. Extra buttery baguettes.
Let's see. This is... Still kind of can go either way, but... Team Bravo's got a lot of low health ships compared to Team Alpha.
It's really going to come down to what happens with this Trump on the Marceau. So here we have Trump bombers coming in. Did he guess right? Wow, he guessed right. Also, side note, remember, Marceau has defensive anti-air fire. So if you're playing Marceau and you've got a Tromp Dutch ovening, you just pop your defensive AA.
Right. Are you still living in the past when AA worked?
I've actually seen DFAA. I don't know if it was a Marceau or something else, but completely wipe out a Dutch oven strike.
Oof,
And even
they
if
must
it
have had a
doesn't,
couple flag cloud.
yeah. And even if it doesn't wipe them out, if it takes down a couple, that's less bombs you're taking, so it does add up.
But I mean, that was actually a very important kill because it was
Yeah.
a fairly healthy ship,
Mm-hmm.
and you still maintain control of bacon.
Yep. Yep. Now, Yummy and Vader trying to run away, and Nabungo, he took a nice shot on the Gumo a moment ago. Napoli's getting in on this now. Oh! Bungo spoke right there.
That is the power of AP. Guaranteed damage.
And Manic goes down on the other side. So, what was looking like really good chance for TSUN.
Torps. Trump goes down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking we're gonna go to a game 3, but I don't know. I think TSUN has lost too many ships really at this point.
Well, they're definitely in a position to, like, okay, we have to do something besides beach or St. Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work for, the Musashi or Yamato. It didn't work for the Japanese Navy during World War II. I don't think it's going to work in the game.
Here comes a Bungo shot on Disquaris' Des Moines.
St. Vincent out on the bungo.
Wow. Yeah, I don't understand why that Gumo kept shooting out in the open like that. You don't do that in competitive.
At least when something is as healthy as the bungo was.
Yeah.
Like, if he was at about 5K, I'd be like, okay, yeah, take a few shots, dodge his, but I think the problem was he got caught reversing and didn't W. He just kept reversing. Moskva's moving into bacon.
Yeah. Probably feels like that's needed at this point. Along with the Colombo. I wonder what's going... Okay, Moskva radar is available in 1 second. He should be popping it on cooldown. There it goes.
He needs to get the kill on this Marceau.
He's got to kill the Marceau.
Oh, Napoli for 3x just took a big hit from SEK's Colombo. Oh, another big hit.
Yeah, those were the rear turrets. You got the bow and the rear off.
What we needed. Moskva has failed to shoot the Marceau. There we go, finally. Freaking turret reverse. I do like how he had AP loaded, realizing French saturation gets ignored by the AP.
Unfortunately, he's missing too many shots.
I say, fortunate for Marceau, he's missing. Unfortunately for Moskva, he's missing.
Class cool just gets huge shot up the butt. Now, the Bungo died to the south, and their Napoli might go down here too. He's 479 HP. Okay.
The question is, and it looks like, well, it's going to be answered. No, they're not going to push St. Vincent into B. Do you really need to shove this St. Vincent into B? Like,
I think they do, yeah, but they need to literally shove him anywhere but this island he's behind.
I think he's trying to keep all his guns for the Napoli instead of realizing he needs to get onto that cap.
Right, and it's a stern on Napoli, so that AP ain't gonna do anything anyway. So you should have HE in the barrels for that. Torpedoes coming out on the Colombo. And he's got the range. This is a dead rubber duck on acid here, I think.
More importantly, that actually reset the cap.
More importantly, he's dead.
Well, I mean, oof.
Just in time for Aegis to show up.
Okay, the Des Moines making the fatal mistake of shooting AP at an Napoli.
Disquarius is trying to go for the AP pen instead of going for just set it on fire, maybe break the secondaries, you know, the things that are killing him right now.
Well, you know what saves you from that is actually distance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got way too close to the Napoli there.
Listen, Disquarius, it's just like radiation. What they taught me, time and distance, that's what saves you. The
Time and
further away
distance.
you are, the better off you are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, St. Vincent luckily brought his capping St. Vincent. He's going to cap this. And it's going to give him...
Yep.
Well, either way you look at it, we have 3 minutes for him to kill everything, or 2 minutes, depending if the score timer flips. Nope, you got about 2 minutes to kill everything.
Yep.
Luckily for you, the
He could
Napoli's on
actually-
the border, which means you can just rush C.
He could actually do this. He
Torpedo
could
to
pull this
Colombo.
off.
Yeah.
He could absolutely pull this off. He's out of engine boost. He does have a heal left. And this is do or die for them because it's a best of 3, so...
Now, as the Marcel, are you going to even bother to open up?
No, I wouldn't.
Why is he torping? Even I can tell those torps are never going to make it.
He's opening up.
I believe Aegis does have his third turret. It's just a matter of, is he going to try to get involved or try to get rid of the Colombo?
He's keeping on the Colombo.
I think that's
He
a
just
smarter
torps.
move.
Yeah, he does the torps. And then the guns. Okay, torps on the Colombo, guns on the Marceau. Guns do... Oh, not kill, but a lot of damage.
Now,
Funny
ironically,
torp?
that move definitely tells
Oh,
the
the
Colombo what
funny
he's doing.
torp!
Oof.
He hits the funny torp.
Is he going to pull off the second one? Oh my god, those torpedoes are close.
Wow, it actually had the range on him. He gets it! He gets it! 2 minutes and 20 seconds now for Aegis to win it for TSUN. At this point, you might as well just step on the cap.
You have to, because...
No more heals left for Aegis. DCP is available. Now he slides on the cap for a second. He should stop right here.
He should have beached. He should have pulled over
That's
and got a quick
right.
frosty.
That's what I mean. He should have completely beached, but he doesn't. He's going to come forward now and get spotted.
This actually might be the big brain thing, because the Napoli is going to be. So if you can kill the Marceau, that spreads that gap even more. Right?
Now he's spotted, but he can't see the Marceau. He's just luck checking some torpedoes. Makes sense.
Napoli swings and misses. Marceau gets spotted.
Oh, but his turrets are not looking the right way. Secondary hit.
Oh, he's still...
1 minute to go. 1 minute to go.
It's still too close, isn't it? Because it keeps changing. It's so close. Napoli, low DSAP.
There's a torpedo. Does it cause a flood? It causes a flood, and there's the DCP. No, he's turning back into the torpedoes! If he kept his turn, he would have lived, and that would have been it. But no, he goes the other direction. Oh, is that a flood?
Still alive.
He's still alive. That's a flood. He's taking some guess shots. He knows he's done.
Not far enough.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, sitting there, pulling over and stopping was the play. He didn't do it. He could have won it for the team. Instead, it ended up being a loss, but good effort.
I mean, more importantly, like the other option would have been just turn in a C and deal with the Napoli.
Yeah.
Like, your HE will kill the Napoli.
Mm-hmm.
What?